How many of anybody in this room has ever worked in a fiberglass plant? I've worked in several of them, and I'm now dying because of it.
Public health is a big deal, and that lies on this board and the whole village. You guys are responsible for the well-being of all the community. And with this thing going up, it's a problem.
Honestly, I'm angry about this Fibrosan deal, and I think the residents of this community would share that anger as well. A facility proposing significant emissions of styrene VOCs, HAPs, and somehow the public is only now having this conversation.
The Fibrosan plant will use toxic materials in its facility. The workers in the plant's risk of cancer is 1,000 per 1 million. The children of Sam Adams School and residents in the village risk is 50 per 1 million. Fibrosan does not intend to install emission controls. Instead, it will vent out the toxic air by 2 exhaust fans.
Even if everything works out perfectly, right, we really have no idea. We cannot possibly measure or estimate the ppm concentration levels of styrene here in this area when that factory has been operating for a year.
What is especially infuriating is learning that technology exists that could substantially reduce some of these emissions, yet certain controls were apparently rejected because they were, and I quote, cost prohibitive. Think about how backwards that is.
So this is a little backwards, the way that this whole program's going right now. So when somebody applies for application to build a building, it goes up and it has to be approved. Nobody looked into what this company's doing. I understand they're a Turkish company. Before any type of tax abatement should have even been approved, they should have done their homework. And I'm not saying that you didn't do your homework, but nobody did their homework. I understand that we have an industrial park out here, but we got to be a little smarter about what we're doing here. They're fighting a data center out here, out in Penn Township, and I got to believe that there's checks and balances.
You all have power. Demand the strongest pollution controls reasonably available, demand meaningful emissions monitoring, and most importantly, public transparency. Use every legal and political tool available to you. You are the leaders of this village, not them. You are, and you have power.
Fibrosan wants a 50% tax abatement for 12 years from the citizens of Cassopolis, yet it will do nothing to destroy its emissions, nothing to monitor its emissions, and nothing to protect our community, our air, our water, the fish in our lakes, our unborn children, our school-age children, and our firefighters. Everyone within 2 miles of the Fibrosan facility are at risk.
Install styrene concentration air monitoring at ground level at Sam Adams and the village center, and make the data available on the village website.
I have worked at Lyons Industries where they work with fiberglass. The employees have to wear backpacks and face masks, full face masks with fans on them, just so they're halfway safe.
This plant is probably 500 feet from my home. 500 feet from my home. And it scares me what could happen with this plant.
It was my motion. I made it. I made it under mistaken impression from the application that was in front of us. There was at least 3 defects to that application. Defect number 1, in the description of the facility, there was nothing about emissions. Number 7, will this project require the need for additional fire personnel, additional or specialized fire equipment, or need for a new fire building? The box is checked no. I think it's been pretty clear from talking to the neighborhood fire department and fire personnel, we are going to need some sort of upgrade in our fire fighting capability for this facility. Number 8, will this project require other costs? Checkbox, no. The form was already filled out as if we had done that. Item number 16 on the application, it says action taken by local government unit. The box is checked, abatement approved for 12 years after completion. Yes. We hadn't taken that action the Wednesday before when I received that application. So in light of those 3 defects to the application, I move its rescind, and we can start over, like Manager LeGros said, with the proper resolution. So I urge the trustees to vote yes to rescind that action that we.
Dancy Hager?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Lucky?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
McKay?
Yes. Yes.